Hello and welcome into this week's edition of the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Rewind show right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below and hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. First off, before we get into the rewind, we are so close to that 100 subscriber mark. At the time of this recording, I believe we're at 98 subscribers. If you have not seen our 100 subscriber giveaway announcement yet, it is linked down below in the description, so go check that out. It is a really cool, one-of-a-kind piece of Venturini Motorsports memorabilia with multiple autographs that we are giving away once we hit 100 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, you need to do that, and all the details for how to get entered in that giveaway are down below in the description. Very simple. You're a third of the way there if you subscribe to the channel. So very, very, very simple. Go check that out. We're so close to that, to being able to actually do that giveaway and give that memorabilia to one of you lucky subscribers. All right, but let's get into today's Trucks Rewind. We're looking back at Friday night's 24th annual Lucas Oil 150 laps, 150 miles around the 1 mile ISM Raceway in Avondale, Arizona, formerly known as Phoenix International Raceway. 5 caution flags on the night for a total of 33 laps. The only incident in stage number 1 coming at lap 28 as the 33 of Jason White. One of the slower trucks in the back, trying to get out of the way of the battle for position between the 17 of Tyler Ankrum and the 4 of Todd Gilliland. Ankrum just barely clipped the 33 of White into turn number 1. That sent him around and up into Todd Gilliland, who was a groove up from him. They both ended up in the wall. Ankrum was able to rebound, Gilliland not so much. Stage 1 concluded at lap 45. Brett Moffitt would be your Stage 1 winner. No incidents in Stage number 2. That ended at lap number 90 as Harrison Burton took his first career stage victory in Stage number 2. Couple of incidents in Stage 3. First one coming at lap 129 as the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek spun in turn 4. That caused a almost 11-minute red flag. And final caution came at lap 144 as the 54 of Riley Herbst spun off of turn number 4. 8 lead changes on the night among 6 drivers. Harrison Burton did lead the most laps with 46 laps led. Noah Gragson, his teammate, very close though with 43 laps led. John Hunter Nemechek led a total of 31 laps. 19 laps were led by Brett Moffitt, 10 went to Grant Enfinger, and 1 lap led by Matt Crafton. All right, let's get into your results for the Lucas Oil 150 in a thrilling finish that saw 3 wide on the final restart off that Riley Herbst spin between Brett Moffitt, Noah Gragson, and Grant Enfinger. All 3 drivers that were trying to win their way into the Championship 4 in Homestead. And Brett Moffitt would be the one that comes out on top for his 5th win of the season, 6th of his career in the Truck Series. And he wins his way into the Championship 4. Noah Gragson came home in the 2nd position, pointing his way into the Championship 4. Harrison Burton with a strong 3rd place finish. Grant Enfinger, a 4th place finish, was not enough for him to advance into the Championship 4, so he is now eliminated from playoff contention. And Stuart Friesen rounded out the top 5. Rest of your top 10 were Tyler Ankrum, Johnny Sauter, who we already know had won his way into the Championship 4 from Martinsville. Derek Kraus making his Truck Series debut for Bill McAnally Racing. Very strong performance out of him. Came home in the 8th position. Christian Eckes, another strong top 10 run out of him in 9th, And Sheldon Creed, ARCA Racing Series champion for 2018, rounded out the top 10. It was announced on Friday that he will be running a full schedule for GMS in 2019. So congratulations to Sheldon, very much deserved. 11th through 20th, Matt Crafton there in 11th. Not enough for him to point his way into the Championship 4 either. He is the other driver eliminated along with his teammate Grant Enfinger. Chase Purdy, a strong run for him in that 99 truck for MDM Motorsports, came home in 13th. Tyler Dipple there in the 25 for GMS in 14th. We see Riley Herbst down here rebounding from that late spin, came home still with a top 15 finish. Todd Gilliland, his early incident did not make up his lap until the very last caution when he finally got the free pass and was able to gain a couple of spots there in those last few laps and came home in the 17th position. 21st through 30th, definitely an off night for Myatt Snyder. We see him down here in the 22nd position. Jesse Awuji down here in 27th. Justin Haley, good thing for him that he won last week in Texas, as not a good night for him in Phoenix. I'm not sure how the points would have looked had he not won in Texas, but I know 28th definitely would not have been a good points night for him. And then John Hunter Nemechek, after his issues, landed down here in the 29th position. Final page, 31st, 32nd, Jennifer Jo Cobb out at lap 30 with a header problem, and Joe Nemechek shotgun on the field in 32nd, out at lap 11 with electrical issues. All right, that's your results from the Lucas Oil 150. So let's head over to the Media Center as we always do. We'll see what Brett and your other top finishers had to say after this one.
I don't know. The second to last one, I restarted. I was running second, and I had to restart on the outside, and I'm thinking, man, I don't know why you would choose the bottom as the leader with all the speedy dry down, just because there's not a lot of grip, and there wasn't a lot of grip down there. So was able to prevail in that restart with about 14 to go, and on the outside, and so I'm like, hell yeah, man, like this thing's rocking and rolling now. We're looking at victory lane, and my good buddy Riley Herbst spun out or something, and we had to restart again on the outside. And I really thought, I ran the scenarios through my head. I thought, man, the 98's probably going to body slam me down in 1 and 2 on the first lap if I take the outside. If I take the inside, I'm going to be put 3 wide middle, just the way the motors are, with the 16 having the open motor. So really we were in a lose-lose position, and ended up taking the top, and the 98 got split by the 16, and we ended up getting body slammed. But I don't know, I guess it's just hard racing, short track racing, you know. Most importantly, we're going to be racing for a championship next weekend, and I know my crew guys, everybody at Kyle Busch Motorsports on the Safe Flight Auto Glass team, they definitely earned it. Safe Flight Auto Glass, it's going to be their first time at Homestead next weekend, so really excited.
Yeah, I mean, we just struggled all day from the word go. Right off the truck, no balance, loose, and you tried to work that out of it, and then it would just get to plowing. And so at the beginning of the race, I was sideways, and we made one round of wedge in the left rear, and it went to just absolutely chattering through the front tires. And so we took that back out, and then the last half of the race, we were sideways again. So just no balance, no grip. So I'm not sure what we're doing or what we're not doing, but we kind of sucked at Texas, and we kind of sucked tonight. So if we do that again next week, it won't be good.
And what was the final diagnosis on your truck, Justin?
Just an oil line. Broke, got cut, soft line, just from a piece of debris hit it. I do not have plans for next year. Obviously, chasing the championship is going to be helpful, and if we get the championship, it'll try to secure some of the stuff I got working for next year. I'm not going to be sitting on the couch. I hope not, but nothing to announce right now.
Yeah, I think we've proven all year we are. You know, at Martinsville, I got asked, well, I mean, maybe not the favorite, but we're right there with Johnny. At Martinsville, I got asked if we were a dark horse, and I said, well, we have the second most wins, and now we're only one back. So now we're locked into Homestead. I will say the beginning of the chase didn't go as planned for us. We weren't executing the races to 100%, but the last 2 or 3 races, I feel like we've done a great job of that, and it's shown in the results. We have a second, a third, and a win in the last 3 races. So I think we can go to Homestead and execute.
All right, and we'll take a look at your playoff grid before wrapping up here tonight. The final look at the playoff grid for the Truck Series for 2018, as we are now introducing to you your Championship 4 for the Camping World Truck Series for 2018. Johnny Sauter, Brett Moffitt, Justin Haley, and Noah Gragson. These are the 4 drivers that will go to Homestead next weekend and race for the 2018 Truck Series Championship. Obviously, if you just look at win numbers, Johnny Sauter and Brett Moffitt obviously have had the best seasons in the Truck Series this season. And I think looking at it on paper are probably your 2 favorites. Brett Moffitt, obviously, with the momentum of winning in Phoenix, definitely that could carry him into Homestead. He's been very strong on the 1.5 mile tracks this year. It would not surprise me. Justin Haley, though, has been very hot of late. Not a great night in Phoenix, but he did luck his way into the win there at Texas. He lucked his way into a win at Mosport. And he's had the speed to compete up front week in and week out most weeks. I mean, you don't just luck into a win and not have the speed for it. I mean, he was running 3rd at Mosport when Gragson and Gilliland wrecked in the final corner. He was running 2nd when Gilliland ran out of fuel with a half a lap left at Texas. He's in position every week to get the job done. So it's not out of the question. I don't think you can sleep on Justin Haley right now. Noah Gragson also is up front every week. He's only got that 1 win this season, but he's been up front consistently this season. I don't know, though, that I'm looking, out of these 4, I don't know that I'm looking at Noah Gragson as the strongest of the 4. To be honest, if you had to pick one of them, to me, I think it's very hard because I don't know who I would pick. If I had to pick, I don't know who I would pick out of these 4 as a championship pick because you look at Moffitt, Haley, and Sauter, and they've all been extremely strong of late. Noah Gragson runs up front as well. I mean, it's very hard to really look at this and go, yes, this guy is your clear-cut favorite for the championship. I don't know that you can say that because all 4 of these guys are consistently up front. I mean, as evidenced by the fact, especially with Sauter and Moffitt, with a combined 11 wins out of the 2 of them. So it'll be fun to watch at Homestead next week to see who our 2018 Camping World Truck Series champion is. I don't think you can honestly say any of the 4 of these guys, no matter which of them wins it, I don't know that you can say that guy didn't deserve it because they've all had really good seasons. Some of them may deserve it a little more than others, but they all still deserve it nonetheless. All right, that's your final playoff grid for 2018 as we introduce to you the Championship 4 for the Camping World Truck Series, and I believe that'll do it for today's edition of the Trucks Rewind. We'll have an Xfinity Rewind go up sometime this evening as well, recapping their race today from Phoenix, as well as the return of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series preview show. That'll go up tonight as well at some point. Looking forward to their race tomorrow at Phoenix. So couple shows coming up tonight here on Racing News Now you want to keep an eye out for. And then, of course, a Cup Rewind coming up tomorrow evening, recapping the Cup race. And then pole position, as usual, Monday evening, 8 p.m., recapping all 3 races from Phoenix, as well as Formula One from Brazil. So if you haven't done it already, you need to go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN, and so we hit that 100 subscriber mark so you can have a chance to win that really cool piece of Venturini Motorsports memorabilia that we are giving away in our 100 subscriber giveaway. And while you're down there, hit that big thumbs up button. It is much appreciated when you do. So with that, this has been the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Rewind Show. I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.